She was fired from her first fashion job, at 19 years old. No connections. No trust fund. No safety net. Fast forward 20 years, and that same woman built a billion-dollar empire from a single sketch of a black bodysuit. She didn't just sell clothes, she rewrote the rules of how working women get dressed, and in the process, created one of the most iconic fashion labels in American history. Her name is Donna Karan. And her story isn't just about fashion. It's about turning rejection into fuel, solving a real problem nobody else was solving, and building something so simple, so smart, that it became a uniform for millions of women. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how she did it, and what you can steal from her playbook. Donna Karan grew up in Long Island, New York, surrounded by fashion. Her mother was a model, her stepfather a tailor. Fashion was in her blood, but that didn't mean success came easy. She got her first big break at Anne Klein, one of the top design houses in New York. Then, just months in, she was let go. Fired. Told she wasn't cutting it. Most people would have quit. Donna didn't. And that decision, to stay in the game after getting knocked down, is where this empire really begins. She solved a real problem, not a fashion fantasy. Here's the thing about Donna Karan that separates her from most designers. She didn't design for the runway. She designed for real life. In the early 1980s, women were flooding into corporate America in bigger numbers than ever. But the fashion industry hadn't caught up. Options were either stiff, masculine, power suits, copying men's business wear, or overly delicate, impractical outfits that didn't survive a real workday. Donna asked a simple question. What does a working woman actually need to get through her day, meeting, lunch, gym, dinner, without a full wardrobe change? Her answer, launched in 1985 under her own label, was called 7 Easy Pieces. A bodysuit, a skirt, a jacket, a coat, trousers, pieces designed to mix, layer, and transform. One wardrobe system that could take a woman from a 9 a.m. meeting to an evening event. Real-world example. Think about how Apple later built entire product ecosystems designed to work seamlessly together. iPhone, iPad, Mac, all built around your life, not just cool tech. Donna did that with clothing a decade earlier. She wasn't selling garments. She was selling a system for living. That's the lesson. The biggest businesses aren't built on the flashiest idea. They're built on solving the most overlooked, everyday friction point. She built the brand around herself. Authentically, Donna Karan didn't hide behind her company. She was the company. She dressed the way her customers wanted to feel, confident, sensual, powerful, but comfortable. She talked openly about being a working mother, about her own body insecurities, about wanting clothes that made her feel good first. That honesty became the brand's entire marketing engine before personal branding was even a phrase people used. When she launched DKNY in 1989, a younger, more casual, more affordable line, it wasn't a separate corporate strategy cooked up by executives. It came from watching her own daughter, Gabby, and her friends, and realizing there was a whole generation of women who wanted the same functional chic philosophy, just faster, cheaper, and more street-ready. Real-world example. Compare this to how Sarah Blakely built Spanx. She was her own first customer, her own tester, her own walking advertisement. Or how Oprah built her media empire entirely on her personal authenticity. Donna Karan proved decades earlier that when the founder's real life is the product research, the brand becomes almost impossible to copy. Competitors can copy a design. They can't copy a founder's lived truth. She scaled without losing the core idea. By the mid-1990s, Donna Karan International was a global powerhouse, perfumes, menswear, home goods, accessories, stores across the world. In 1996, she took the company public. In 2001, French luxury giant LVMH acquired the brand for roughly $643 million. That's the part people forget. Scaling a fashion empire without diluting it is brutally hard. Countless designers expand too fast, license their name onto everything, and the brand loses its soul. Donna Karan managed years of explosive growth while keeping 7 easy pieces, that original problem-solving idea, at the center of everything, even as the empire grew into fragrances and global retail. Real-world example. It's the same discipline you see with brands like Nike, which expanded into dozens of categories but never let go of its core promise around performance and inspiration. Growth without a clear core is just noise. Growth with a core is an empire. Donna Karan didn't have money. She didn't have a guaranteed path. She got fired before she ever got famous. What she had was a clear read on a real problem, the guts to build a brand around her authentic self, and the discipline to scale without losing what made her different in the first place. That's not just a fashion story. That's a blueprint for any empire, a business, a brand, a career, built from nothing but insight and persistence. If this story lit a fire under you, hit subscribe, because every week on this channel, we break down how the world's biggest empires were really built. No fluff, just the real playbook. Drop a comment. Which entrepreneur's empire story should we cover next? And if you know someone who needs to hear that getting fired isn't the end of the story, send them this video. See you in the next one.